Yeah, well, Jackie was able to find me a DVD duplicator, which are actually really expensive if you go out there and try and buy them new. So it's got 9 5 and a quarter inch bays on it, and 8 of them were filled with DVD drives. So I do have 8 DVD drives sitting over there trying to figure out what I'm going to do with them since I don't really use DVDs. But also the control board, which I can't reuse because it's dedicated, um, was another slot. So, like I said, 9 slots. So it comes with its own power supply and can power, you know, 8 drives, probably 9 drives, but 8 drives for this. But I needed covers, which I 3D printed, and I needed tray adapters, which I 3D printed. So that these are made so that it can hold either the 3.5 or the 2.5 inch hard drives. And then Bill, one of my go ahead.
Are they SATA connectors?
They are.
Okay.
They are, and I will get to that in just a second. And then Bill, who is one of my co-hosts on Mintcast, sent me a few hard drives, and I have to find a couple of my hard drives. But essentially, I got a PCIe SAS card, and then you can get a cable that goes from SAS to is it SAS? I think it's a SAS connector. Let me double check because it's an 8088 connector, and then that goes to 4 SATA drives. A mini SAS PCIe card, and it has 2 slots in it, so I can get up to 2 cables, and those SAS cables are 6 foot long, and they split out to 4 SATA connectors, just the data. And so I will run that from my main computer to the DVD duplicator box with the adapters in it and the hard drives in it, and then use the power supply that's already in there to power all of them, and then the data cables from the SAS PCIe, and that will allow me to hook up to 8 drives externally.
So as far as what you're using that was originally from the duplicator is mainly just the case
and the
power supply. Okay.
That's it.
Did you find the STLs for those on Thingiverse, or did you make them?
No, these are directly from Thingiverse. I mean, it's a fairly common thing to need the 5.5 inch drive bay covers, and then the adapters for hard drives. But it brings my cost down to around $60 total, not including when I start getting the either 16 terabyte or 10 terabyte hard drives, depending on what I can find on sale. And I will order them slowly over time. I'm not going to buy them all at once. That would just be too expensive for me.
Have you kind of made up your mind yet which one you want to go for?
Like I said, it's going to depend on what's on sale when. It's not like I need to make them all match or anything.
Right. Yeah, you're not making an array or anything.
Right. I'm not making a RAID. I'm just making a JBOD DAS.
Getting closer.
I should. I might go grab the drives or 3 of the drives and start putting them on here, and then I can't put a lot of it together until the cable shows up tomorrow, and I sure as heck can't turn this computer off to put in the card. But yeah, hopefully I get it done either this weekend or next weekend.
Are you going to move all your Plex media over to that?
Not at this time. I was debating on whether or not to pull out the 12 terabyte hard drive that I have over in a different DAS box, like a pre-built DAS box that I paid like $40 for that only holds 2 drives. So that would be a large section of my Plex in there. I think it's my TV shows. And then just have it in this instead, so I'm not powering 2 different boxes. I can't hear you.
Oh, Maybe your audiobooks too.
Maybe, but I would have to start pulling drives out of the server box, and I don't really see the point in that until I start getting larger drives and put them all in that. And I'm still wondering if I'm going to have to readjust things so I can put some 120 millimeter fans in the front, because it's got a pair of 80 millimeter fans in the back. And it's got some spaces where I think I could put some 80 millimeter fans on the bottom, but I'd have to put I'd have to 3D print some risers, so that way it's lifted up a little bit more. And then those fans would probably do quite a bit to keep it cool. But I'm also thinking that maybe I want fans going directly across the drives.
Is it going to stay in your garage?
Yeah.
Pretty warm in there.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the bulk of that will be done shortly.